Hi ladies, Memaw again, back in the kitchen. Today I'm going to be making Mexican spoon bread for you. This is an all-time favorite of my husband's. First time we ever ate, or that I ever ate this, was back in 1972. Steve's Auntie Mac made this for us when we were visiting with them up in the cabin in Ute Park, New Mexico. This recipe calls for 1 cup of yellow cornmeal, 2 eggs well beaten, a cup of sweet milk, a half a teaspoon of baking soda, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, a can of creamed corn, and either oil or bacon drippings. The meat part of this dish calls for a pound of ground meat that you brown off in a pan, 1 medium chopped onion, a half a pound of grated cheddar cheese, and a small can of chopped green chilies. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to brown this meat up real fast, and when I get back to you, I'll show you how to put it all together. I'm browning up the hamburger meat here. I'm going to add to that the onion that I chopped up and get that started. The onion started sweating down while the rest of the meat is cooking. This dish is best if you cook it in an iron skillet, but if you don't have an iron skillet, then a casserole dish works just as well. You want to grease up your pan or your casserole dish and place it in the oven to get it hot. Just don't forget that you've got a hot pan in the oven. When you reach in, make sure you have a pot holder to take it back out with. Okay ladies, I'm going to assemble the cornbread part of this dish. You want 1 cup of yellow cornmeal, a half a teaspoon of baking soda, 2 beaten eggs, a can of creamed corn, a half a cup of bacon drippings or liquid oil, and a cup of milk. As you can see, I've got this bowl pretty full, so I am going to very gently stir this together. So as not to waste any of the ingredients, and I'll be back in just a minute. To this mixture, I also added my 3/4 a teaspoon of salt. Okay, I've taken my skillet out of the oven. It's warmed up a little. I am going to pour half of this mixture into the iron skillet. I'm going to take my meat mixture that I've got over here, and I'm going to pour it in over into the pan there. I'm going to smooth this out a little bit. I'm going to add the can of green chilies in. Just sprinkle it in around on top of the meat. I'm going to top this with the cheddar cheese. I'm going to add the rest of the cornmeal and creamed corn. Pour it over. Try to get it as evenly over everything as you can. going to even the mixture out a little bit. Then you want to take this and put it in an oven and bake it for 45 to 50 minutes at 350 degrees, and it comes out just absolutely lovely, ladies. Okay, I've come around to the other side of the cooktop here, and I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to place it in the oven. The middle of the oven and center rack. Set the timer. I'm going to put it on for 45 minutes, and we'll come and when the time's up and we'll see what we've got. I'm also including here a recipe for you. As you can see, the cornbread is cooking up nicely. It's got about 5 more minutes to cook in the oven. One of the things that I wanted to explain on the recipe itself is that you will see that it calls for a number 303 size can of cream corn. Well, back in the day, they did labeling on cans different, and this recipe is so old that a number 303 can is a normal size can that you find at the store nowadays. So don't wonder and scratch your head trying to figure out what a number 303 is. It's just a normal can of cream corn. Here's our finished product out of the oven. I'm going to let it sit here for about 2 or 3 minutes and cool off a little bit, and then we're going to sit down and enjoy it. I'm so glad that you got to visit with me today on making this Mexican spoon bread. I wish that everyone's family is healthy and y'all are staying safe. I bless all of your families, and thank you again for watching this video.